Awesome.
I'm going to let Alex fool around with technology, and if he can get something figured out, great. But I'm releasing all responsibility for technology at this point.
I got it working.
What did you get working?
I got the webcam working.
Yeah, but you didn't get any meeting working.
No, that's impossible. That thing's stupid.
Okay.
But anyway, you can record it and send it off to anyone who's not here.
Okay, so go ahead and...
No.
I'm out of here.
It's later.
So kick back, relax. It is time to do some meditation. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is just sort of make sure your feet are flat on the ground. And going to have we're working on our chakras, so we're going to want to have a bit of a straight back and kind of keep our body upright as much as possible. Luckily, we've got enough people in the room that if you do fall over, your friend will catch you. So, Julie, you're in charge of Carlos. If he goes over. Oh, but if you hit the computer, then it'll be another disaster. And then we want to close our eyes. And as we close our eyes, you want to try to keep your eyes closed during the meditation. Because as you close your eyes, you begin to focus from the outside world. We begin to refocus our attention and our energy to ourselves. And the outside world is going to call you. It's going to say, meow, you forgot to feed me before you left. Honey, can you bring home some milk? We miss you so much. And each time your mind wanders away to your to-do list or to your projects, go ahead and continue to bring it back to your body. And sometimes it's a really good idea to just sort of pat your body. Go ahead and take your hands and pat your legs and pat your stomach and pat your shoulders and pat your head. And this gives us an indication of where we are in the physical here and now. Energy is a funny thing. It is not bound by time and space. So when your thoughts wander and your attention wanders, that's where your energy goes. That's where you as spirit go. And we all know about this because we do it quite often. We sit at our desks at work, and for a moment you're at work, and then suddenly you are somewhere else. They call that spaced out. I call that just out-of-body experience. You're gone. So during this meditation, continue to bring your attention and your focus back to your physical body. And you're going to want to breathe as you do this. So that might be good for you, Carlos, when you feel yourself spacing out, kind of take a moment and kind of pat your body and see if that kind of brings you back. And you don't have to go into a real deep meditation to get benefits from this. We don't have to go to, I was telling Jen today, we don't have to go down to that super deep hypnotic state to get massive benefits. Just gently closing your eyes and being present. And remember to breathe. Breath is air, is life, is energy, is spirit. That as you breathe deeply, your body begins to change its rhythm, begins to relax. We begin to come to a space where we can let go and just be present. At this moment, you have no needs. Everything is perfect right now. You're not hungry. Hopefully you don't have to use the restroom. You're safe. Fairly warm. You're amongst others who see you. And can support you on your spiritual path. You're safe amongst like-minded folk. God is present, the Holy Spirit, and the highest vibration angels. That this room is a sanctuary for us to relax and explore and to play in our inner universe. And so after we kind of kick back, relax, and settle into our meditation space and let our bodies calm down, then the next thing you're going to want to do in your when you take this practice home is ground. And your grounding is a connection between your body and the earth. So from right behind your eyes, you can center your awareness, not in your eyes, but back in the center of your head is the seat of your clairvoyance, your clear seeing. Go ahead and just sit right back there behind your eyes. And from the center of your head, look down and with your spiritual eye, say hello to the base of your spine. And at the very base of your spine is a little energy, a little glowing circular energy center that is what we call the first chakra. And begin to, from the center of your head, just start to send hellos down to that first chakra. Just say hello. And say hello. And say hello. And then as you say hello to that first chakra, just watch it as it begins to, just imagine that it's like a lens of a camera. It begins to open. It begins to brighten. The first chakra begins to glow. And imagine that first chakra coming to a vibration of gold, a bright, yellowy gold. And as it spins, it begins to spin faster and faster. It begins to open more and more, and it begins to brighten even brighter. And as it comes to gold, and as it begins to spin, it naturally will begin to align against the spine, back right where it goes, right along the spine. It has a little spot that it lives. It will click right in. Click. And as it begins to spin and grow brighter, it begins to throw off any energy that can't be at gold with it. If it can't come to gold, then it's going to begin to just ground. It's going to release. It's going to leave. And from that first chakra, we're going to create our grounding cord. And just imagine that from the first chakra down into the earth, like a big redwood tree, like the base of a redwood tree. And that redwood tree begins to extend all the way down into the earth until it goes and it meets the very center of the planet. Deep, deep, deep. And then that redwood tree begins to grow roots out into the earth so that you're deeply and wholly rooted into the planet. And have that first chakra, have that grounding cord attached to that first chakra, so that as it's spinning, that anything that it's releasing is just like the grounding cord is a conduit that just drains off all the excess energy. Anything that can't come to gold just drops away. And the first chakra is your chakra of survival. And a lot of times the first chakra creates fear as one of its negative or kind of bothersome qualities. And so begin to allow yourself to release fear. Just allow that first chakra to release anything that might vibrate in fear. Now or tomorrow or the next day, that no matter what is going on around you, you are connected to the earth with a peaceful, strong redwood tree. You are connected. You are safe. You are solid. You are grounded. And then allow that tree to grow even more roots all the way up the tree, or at least the bottom third is just rooting wide, so that maybe your roots are a mile wide down near the planet. And maybe they even wrap around the center of the planet. And then allow that first chakra to begin to spin even more and shine even brighter. And tell your first chakra, I am safe. Tell your first chakra, I am safe. My body is safe. My spirit is safe. And one of the things about sort of where we're at right now on the planet is we're really running a lot of fear. Everything we see creates fear in our space. We watch the television and we listen to the news. And so our first chakra goes on overdrive, thinking everything's fearful. Say hello to your first chakra and say, I am safe and grounded. And really, your body is of the planet. It is ultimately sort of disposable. They come and they go through lifetimes. It's a wonderful thing and we love our bodies, but ultimately our spirit is always safe. Nothing can happen to our spirit. Nothing can happen to our soul. And nothing can ever happen to us. We're made perfectly and beautifully. That there is an enduring part of us that is already perfect. And so anytime you are in fear, it's always a lie. Bodies can be in fear. They're like, hey, I could die here. They don't like that thought. But your consciousness, the you that is you, the part of you that is who you are, can never die. So there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. All right, good job, you guys. The room is bright, it's safe, it's grounded. And as we begin to have this meditation, the higher vibration beings are attracted to the bright light. They come and they really applaud you guys. They start to see a group of people grounding and being peaceful, and owning their bodies, owning their life, owning their chakras. And they come and they bring us blessings. The angels. And now we're going to move our attention up to the second chakra. So you guys did great. Your first chakras are looking amazing. They're looking very grounded and very bright. So we're going to come up to the second chakra, which is right behind the belly button. And really the process of this spiritual work that we do is to start to uncover our true beauty that's already there. We are not, as spirits, going to grow. We cannot heal our spirit. It is already perfect. So this is uncovering and bringing more of that vibration into your body so you can access your spiritual power, your information. So second chakra is right behind the belly button. And what you want to do is start to, from the center of your head, look down and start to say hello to that second chakra and begin to allow it to spin. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. And then let that chakra begin to spin and spin and spin, getting brighter and brighter. Allow it to come brighter and brighter so that your second chakra is coming to a gold vibration. And if you were to hear gold, you would hear the middle C. Like the key of middle C is gold. So allow that second chakra to begin to come to that gold vibration. And the reason why we use gold as a vibration for our chakras is that is the vibration of reprogramming. When you come to that gold vibration, now it's like turning your clock radio to program, and you can change the settings on it. So as that second chakra starts to come to a gold vibration and you start to watch it spinning off and spinning and releasing and letting go. You can say hello to emotions. Our second chakra is the chakra of emotions. And our mantra for this chakra is, I am at peace. And allow your second chakra to be peaceful. And I think in the second chakra, it's emotions. Let's release drama. Like all those people who want to go, oh my God, do you want to hear about my drama? He said that, she said, then they said, then you want to know what I did? Drama, drama, drama. Drama, drama. And within that drama, there's I see a lot of posturing, you know, like if I can just make a lot of noise, then I could lie and nobody will notice. Then I can get my way just by bullying people around with my energy and my drama. So start to release other people's drama out of your space. Good job. And release other people's emotions. As sensitive spirits, you guys have the ability to accept other people's emotions into your space. People's emotions can just sort of seep into you. You can either match them or you could directly take their emotions on. The energy of your emotions. So go ahead and release other people's emotions. all of them. And emotions get pretty easy to deal with once you're only dealing with your own emotions. That's not a problem. Your body knows how to handle your emotions. It's everybody else's that gets complicated. So let that all go, all that emotional energy. Good job. And now we're gonna take that. You guys, the second chakras look amazing. Allow that second chakra to begin to align above the first, right against the spine, sort of locking into place. And then take our and we're gonna come third chakra, which right in the solar plexus. And over your head, go ahead and say hello to your third chakra.
Just say hello. Hello. And allow that third chakra to begin to spin, to open like a flower. And as it opens and as it spins, it comes to a beautiful, bright, yellowy gold with the sound of Middle C. Like angels singing Middle C. And allow it to come brighter. And allow it to come brighter. And don't be on this third chakra, like let it all, just let that third chakra just open up and be bright. No problems, no worries, no fear. Chakra is your power. Your personal power is in your third chakra. If you were in martial arts, the third chakra is where you would center yourself. If you were a superhero, the third chakra is where that energy blast would come out of. You'd go like, "Hurrah!" and this big ball of energy would come out of the third chakra. It's very powerful. So it's your personal power. If you're frustrated, this is where you're going to feel it. You know, when you get frustrated, you feel it kind of in the spleen down there. You're like, oh, my computer won't work. When you're trying to do things and get into flow, sometimes you can get into a really nice flow where you're like, I did one thing, then I did the second thing, and then everything was flowing, and then there's a block. Like what, you can't get one that I tried to start the dishwasher and it just laughed at me. And you feel that frustration. This is where it's in that third chakra. This is where that emanates from. So allow that to release all the blocks out of your chakra. Just let everything put in your thought mode. Just allow that to flow. And one of the, I was studying this, one of the key happiness is having something in your life that creates flow. So that's something that you do that you're so comfortable at, but takes all of your attention, and you love to do it. So for me, downhill skiing creates flow. I could be in the worst mood, but you put me on the top of a mountain and I may be angsting and bitching all the way up the lift. But the minute that I start moving downhill, all I could think about is, if my skis don't turn, I'm going in. I'm dumping. So it takes and requires all your attention. So to that third chakra, and think your life helps you create flow. Is it knitting or crafting? Is it gardening? Is it yoga or running or walking? What is it that takes you to a different level of physical wellness? Is it sword fighting for Carlos?
And as you do that, that third chakra to begin to spin, no blocks, no frustration, just flow. And as that third chakra begins to flow, it will affect your entire body from bottom to top. That flow will flow from your feet to your knees, to your lower back. That flow will fill your arms and your head. The flow from your third, that vibration from your third can fill your entire body with energy and energize you. This is where you get your motivation. When you have a passion in life and you go, oh, this is my passion. I am so energized. I am going to go forth and conquer. That's where it comes from. Alright, you guys, your third chakras look amazing. Tons of you just drown that grounding. Let it into the earth that's blocking your third or block movement forward. Right down, grounding cord and out of your body and away from any fear, emotion, trauma, all.
And I love this class because it's like my secret, it's like my secret thing that I love to do, which is to be in a room full of people just running their power. Good job. So we're going to bring our attention and our energy up to the fourth chakra, which is the heart. Now, if you were a Care Bear, I think there might be at least one or two Care Bears in this room. You know who you are. This is where you would give the Care Bear stare. So from the center of your head, go ahead and say hello to your chakra. Allow that heart chakra to begin to spin. Say hello. Say hello. Some may have had to harm hearts a bit, or stay out of it, or shield. This is a big sense of our spiritual system. Heart connected to your. It's connected to communication with the divine, with Source, God, the energy universe, and talk a little bit about the way human beings. One of the things that makes us so crazy is that really we're living a duality, and we live this duality within our hearts, which is, on one hand, we are all one. We all come from Source, and that's on one end of the dichotomy is the oneness, and on the other end of the dichotomy is our individuality, and within that is most people a very deep sense of aloneness, that we are separated from our whole. And because of that, I think that we come in with that loneliness in our heart, many of us. And we seek outside of ourselves to fill that loneliness. We go, well, what about you, Mr. Guy, or cute girl, or maybe Mom will fill this up for me. Or maybe I will just drink this alcohol. That'll do it. I'll forget I'll forget my name. Or food. I know sometimes I'll start feeling sort of empty in my heart chakra, and I'll be like, what am I going to put in me? Maybe I should eat. Maybe I should, what can I do to fill this up? And I forget
that the only thing that I need to really be doing in my heart chakra is putting my own energy in there, filling up my heart chakra with me, and filling up my heart chakra with the divine, the beautiful connection with the universe. That really there's love all around us, that this entire universe is made from God, and God, the quality of God is love. It's the strongest vibration, peace, and joy. And so it's that heart chakra, and begin to allow it
Not to open towards, not to really open towards foreign vibration or other vibrations, but towards our natural vibration of seeking oneness with joy. That there's a love out there that flows and courses through all things, that energizes all things, and we have access to it at all times.
And if you've ever been in love, what we call love, that would be with another person, we know a few things about it, and one is that it's a little tricky, because at one moment you can get love, but how do you know that in 5 minutes from now that person won't just go, that was fine, but you know, I changed my mind. And so really there's only one place that we can get, other than our own love for ourselves, there's only one place that's just infinite and forever and unchanging, and that's from the divine. That's from God. That's from the Holy Spirit. The one space where our heart can be filled and filled and filled, and it will not ever change, no matter what, no lifetime, what eon, what circumstance, no matter what, available. And it's ever unchanging.
So fill that, use that as fuel to fill in all the nooks and crannies and the dark spaces and the doubts about who you are and your value and your worth. You are 100% divine. You are loved, you are cared for, and you are cherished by this universe. Not to say that, loving other people isn't amazing. I'm just saying don't put it in your heart chakra too deep. Because if that can get pulled, that could get put in and then pulled out just as fast. I wish it weren't the truth. I wish I could tell you different. It's just, that's the way it is. And we fear that. When we put other people's love in our hearts, we always have a fear that it will be withdrawn. We will always have that fear because it could be. But when we put that divine love in there, we know that that's solid. That will always be there. Good job, you guys. Your heart chakras look amazing. Some of you have a few walls around your heart. You're like, I'm not letting anybody in. Who's this God person anyway? They tried to shove him in my heart at church one time. I was like, no. So whatever I'm saying, you guys get to use it or leave it, pick it up, put it down. It's all, I have to do my disclaimer. This is all just my opinion. Try it, see if you like it. Try it once, see if you like it. Twice if you do it again if it's good, it feels good. Good job. All right, so now we're going to move up. We're moving up the tree. Let that heart chakra, let your barriers down a little bit. I promise you could put them right back up again when we're done. But just for the moment, allow yourself to
be a little bit vulnerable. You can open the door just a crack. Or throw it wide open and go, love me. I want to be loved by you. Just breathe it in. Just breathe it in. I notice as I bring in that divine love and allow it to mix with my own organic vibration as they come together, like it makes my whole body just like kind of just tingle. It's awesome. I was telling the guy that works for me, I was telling him, yeah, you know, I tried drugs, I really hated them.
I go, you know how I get high? And he goes, what? I go, meditation.
Alright. And we're going to come up to the 5th chakra, which is in the throat. And we're going to start to say hello to the 5th chakra. The heart chakra is really sort of this in-between chakra. There's 3 below and 3 above, and it's sort of the middle one. And so the lower chakras are really body, survival, emotions, power, and then the heart chakra, and I think that's why it's the integration of our own organic vibration and our vibration with it. Sort of that is the transition. And come to the 5th chakra, now we're getting into the more spiritual chakra.
This has to do with telepathy, communication,
creativity, speaking clearly and being heard, listening clearly and understanding. So allow that 5th chakra to begin to open, to begin to gold. Say hello and hello. Allow it to come bright. And when you think you've reached a really nice brightness, go another level up. Once you've reached a level of brightness, allow that to go one more level brighter. And you get to show off in this room. You know, this is really a very beautiful space in this meditation room where you can shine as bright as you want and nobody's going to be like, bitch. I have been in places where I'm like, what is up with you? Why are you energetic?
that was with my family. They're like, you're a problem. Yup. I work really hard to be this big of a problem. So let that 5th chakra begin to shine brighter and brighter. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow that 5th chakra to begin to spin and to begin to release noise. In our lives today, the noise, the non-natural noise is greater than ever. We've got a refrigerator running in the kitchen, a dishwasher in the other room, TV, telephones, electronics, everything. And in this room right now, even though we may not hear it, there is every cell phone call, possibly in the entire world somewhere transmitting through this room. Because if I had a million cell phones, I'd all get the call right here. So there's a lot of information flowing through them called modern day society. So allow that to, all that electromagnetic waves to begin to drop away from your 5th chakra. If we're in this room, we could get broadcast TV, we can get Wi-Fi.
There's information that flows through the universe. I mean, it's a lot going on here. Lots of information around us. Just allow it all. Allow it. And what happens with all of this noise is that
we can't hear our own inner voice. Our inner voice is quiet.
sometimes it usually doesn't speak in words. Sometimes it does. It's not the voice in our brain. It's something quieter. And as we drain out all of that noise, our inner voice can be there. I know mine is always there, and it's taken me a lot of years to begin to trust it. I've had to really go in the wrong direction a lot of times. And then go, I knew this was going to go. I knew what was going to happen. I didn't trust my intuition. I didn't trust my inner voice. I did my instinct. As you take patient into your life throughout the next week, just notice your instincts and allow yourself to go with it. Allow yourself to trust it. This doesn't make any sense, but I think this is what the truth is. There you go. Good job, you guys. Fifth chakras are looking great. There's a ton of energy releasing out of your guys' fifth. It's just like the room is filled with all the in and out of you guys. Just tons and tons and tons.
It's like staticky. It's like a lot of unconscious energy, like white fluffiness coming out of you guys.
It looks really great. Good job. All right, so we're gonna leave the fifth chakra now, and we're gonna head up to the center of the head, right behind the eyes, somewhere between the ears, behind the nose, and below the crown of the head is the sun head. And it is the sixth chakra, which is your clairvoyance.
And clairvoyance simply means clear seeing. I see clearly.
So be right there in the center of your head. Right there in the center of your head. Good job. Nice, beautiful, lovely. Start to say hello to that sixth chakra. Say hello and allow that to begin to spin. Now, the interesting thing about chakras is that for the most part, we don't really spend too much time in the upper chakras. For the most part, you know, people, we get into survival, we get into fear, we're down in our first chakra. Or we get into our emotions and our sexuality and our drama, we end up in our second chakra. Or we get into our power plays or our weakness or our personal power, we're in our third chakra. Winning, losing, playing the game, making money, getting things done. Or we get into our relationships, we get into our heart chakra. So now as we begin to come to the center of the head, this is one of the lesser used chakras. This is the clairvoyance. But when you're in the center of your head, and this, as a psychic, this is where we recommend that you spend most of your time. When you're in the center of your head, you can tell the truth from a lie. You can see situations clearly as they are. And because you're in your sixth chakra, you are no longer in survival or fear. You are no longer in emotions or sexuality. You are no longer in power play. And you are no longer in that sensitive space where people can poke you and make you feel bad, otherwise known as your heart. And if you're grounded, that makes you solid. I am grounded, I am connected to the earth, I am solid, and I'm in the center of my head. This becomes a very powerful space. So be right there, allow that sixth chakra to begin to spin and come to gold. And when you're in the center of your head, it has, its nature is neutrality. And that's why you can see clearly, because when you're in the center of your head, there's no judgment. It's not whether you like or hate something. It's not whether it's good or bad. It just becomes what it is. And when you could see situations and people just for what they are, making decisions and moving forward becomes quite easy. So be right there in the center of your head. Bring all your energy up and out of those lower chakras. And now that we're in the center of your head, start to shut down, close down, glowing so brightly right now. Let's get to this first.
Let's go up to the 7th, and then we'll because we need to shut these down before we go home. Otherwise, you guys are going to be up until 3 o'clock in the morning texting me. Why do I have so much energy at 2:30? Oops, did we forget to shut them back down? So go ahead and we're going to say hello to the crown chakra, which is at the top of the head. And start to say hello and say hello. The crown chakra is the doorway in and out of your space. As a spirit, you can be, you can as spirit be present, or you can be out of your body. If you're out of your body, usually you're going to leave through your crown. So say hello to that. If you guys have ever seen anybody channel, like bring in another being into their space and let that being talk, that being is going to come in from the crown chakra. That's usually how it will be. So that grants mediumship, or just. So to that crown chakra and allow it to come to a gold. Now the crown chakra is not like the other ones. The other ones face front to back. The crown chakra faces up and down. And it's like a little hat. Like a little yarmulke at the top of the head. And the crown chakra is not only your communication with your higher self and your spiritual information. Your crown chakra is your, it's kind of like we call it the crown chakra, the chakra of seniority. Like, you ever see somebody who's just, they're just sure of themselves. They have charisma. No matter what they say, you believe them. Even if you find out later they were full of shit. If you work for a large corporation and there's a president or a CEO, I guarantee you that the person running that business spends most of his time in his crown chakra. Oh, and I guarantee you 90% of the time it's a man. Or is it 86% now? I think getting a little. And so, really, people who are those faces of, or will be really chakra leaders, like the president is always a crown chakra leader. Or fifth communication, sixth chakra, the seventh chakra. So that's the upper chakras, is your communication, your vision, and your leadership. And when you begin to run yourself from the the 5th, 6th, and 7th, then you get to be the communicator, the visionary, and the leader of your own life. So say hello to that crown chakra, bring it to gold. And actually, 4% of the population are psychopaths. And a very high majority of psychopaths do run large corporations. There's studies on this. It's all true. And that is people who not only own their upper chakras, but have no compassion for others. Only their agenda. So we're burdened with us normal human beings, burdened with empathy, compassion, which, if we listen to it, brings us to a place that makes the world better. Say hello to that crown chakra. Let it be a gold. And just imagine yourself in your life being the leader in your life, leading your own. I guess that's why they call it leading your life. It's all coming together now. So say hello to your crown chakra. Say hello to yourself being senior on your spiritual path this lifetime. That you can lead your life. You can have vision for life. You can create. That's the crown, your leadership abilities. And you don't have to lead anybody else. It's not your crown chakra that can make other people follow you. It's just your crown chakra so that, you can have your certainty about what it is that you're creating and the fact that you can get whatever you envision. There's a saying that whatever you can see, you can create, and it's true. So if you say, I can never see myself being successful, then you're not getting it. But if you say, I can see it now, then the universe they're not alone in creating. They can help you. Can you up? Good job. All right, to shut down those chakras. You guys are doing great, but I'm losing you all.
I'm losing me too. I'm getting lost. Okay, gonna say hello to that crowd. It should be. I want you to start chakra down. Start to close the camera. We're gonna start to bring this party into a dual roar. So that first, I want to start down to the 10% open. You can feel your body shift as that chakra closes down. You may feel it physically. And now we're going to say hello to that second chakra. We're going to start to bring that down to 10% also. It's kind of like dimming a light, or like the lens of a camera, sort of a shutter sort of closing down. You may feel your body change as that chakra shuts down. Now we're going to say hello to the chakra and the solar plexus. That was at a bright gold. Start to down to about 70% open. Open. Good job. There you go.
Now we're going to say hello to that heart chakra, and we're going to bring that to no more than 100% open. To calm that color down so that it's not running at gold anymore. Just bring it down to whatever its natural vibration is. Let it find its own balance. It's like a roller coaster.
Good job, you guys. Now we're going to say hello to the throat chakra, and we want that to be no more than 100% open. Center of the head, clench, no more than open. Just let it find its natural balance of where it wants to be. You've opened your chakras, you've released a ton of energy, you've grounded them, you've aligned them, you've got them. Now we want to bring them, that was the healing. We bring our chakras to gold so that we can cleanse them. And then we allow them to move right back again to their natural vibration. Trust me, you do not out in the world with your chakras blasted open.
There you go. Good job, you guys. Nice. It's really cool to all have a really cool mint in your sixth chakra. It's this purpley pink
Color, like a violet color. It's nice. And then we're going to come to the crown chakra. And let's just close this down, the crown chakra. We're going to bring it down to like a little less than 100%. We're going to bring it down to like 95%. And we're going to put a little sign on it that says mine. Stay out. No trespassing. All officers will be on site. You will be erased from the planet Earth. We will send you back to Zordon, where you came from. There you go. Keep saying hello to that crown. You guys still, your crowns are a bit open. Let's bring that down a little bit more to, like, I say keep them at gold, but let's do sort of a paler gold, like, you know, the gold that's in rings as opposed to the sun, like gold. You could keep it, but we're gonna down a little bit. Oh, that's funny. I was looking, I didn't realize you were sitting there. There's like a halo around Carlos. I was like, who is the halo? Is that you? It's called Halo. I love you guys. There you go. Now the energy's shifting back. You guys went high, high, high. And now we're coming back to a nice, workable space. And now what we're going to do is above our head, we're going to create a golden sun right above our head. We're going to create a golden sun. And what we're going to put golden sun, just your own natural, organic vibration, your own personal signature vibration. I'll come in a nice gold vibration and let that just start to melt over your body. Hot and down, and begin to fill all the nooks and all the crannies of where you release. No stone and leave no hole.
manifest this. And we're going to say hello to
the Holy Spirit and have the Holy Spirit say hello to them, where all minds can be used for good and for the ever highest good
for everybody we know, and for our lives, and for our careers,
and for our views, and for our relationships. It's good for our health and our spirituality, for our spiritual path, meditation work for the highest good, for not us, but for all of those around us and all of those that we affect. Let this meditation be sealed in the highest vibration of. We walk through our week, we can come back to peace and calm.
that we can remember our grounding. We can connect to the earth and wood, and we can find leadership, our vision, our communication. And we can sit to our own vibration, and we can be in communication with divinity.
And this your homework is to meditate 10 minutes quiet contemplation. It doesn't have to be
and that as you your week, what I'd like to do is take all of your burdens and give them up. So your burdens, and you're trying to solve,
worried about everything that bugs you. Just give it up. Like take it like in a
packet to spirit. You guys rinse out, put your packages there, and just put them up and put them away. You gotta practice. It's hard. We're always trying to solve everything on our own. We figure, I want to be the one who solves them. That makes me. So I just keep that. That's your homework. I want to put my burden to God. Oh, what happened tomorrow? Give it up to God. Help that person. No, give them up to God. My poor students get it like goodbye to it. Give it up to God. Alright, one more gold. So did a main bender and turn around. Do that. We just place down. You are the light of the world. Shine. Go ahead and stand up. Oh, we're actually good on time. It's not even I muted her, so I don't. She's still there, look at her. Hi, Sean, I see you. It looks like she's smiling. You need to take care of your mother and her surgery.
No kidding.
Oh. So, Sean, what's that for you, Shauna? Meditation.
Some cleansing. I
It was down when I read my own earth. Amazing each time I opened a chakra into the earth's vivid colors. And as I went up, and as my ruin filled out the darker spots, which was pretty. I didn't know what that was like. As well as they got as they were coming out, my opened to imagine like if this was Jamaica. You're doing coming out like a tree trunk, right, coming out, going down into the earth's time, bright purples, blues through it. It has light colors on a different colors until I got to my, and then using yellow. Right. So when the pink lavender eyes, because we could see when orangey and you said. Yeah, I was just looking at everybody, especially here. I'm not picture, but like right over here, like this eyelet, big chakra that was kind of like your shirt. But brighter. Anyway, it was kind of cold. I was thinking. Good. People have colors. Is that a normal thing?
Yeah, it's great. Some people start out without anything for many years. And they get all kind of willing. Just remember when I first doing energy work, it'd be like just opened a little bit. The next time I go, it would open a little more and a little more and a little.
It's a part. If you're already starting out, like first time I did it, bright shit. Yeah, and I think Earth, it's the Earth equalizing it. See, the Earth's a recycler. Whatever goes into the Earth, she recycles our water, she's our rain, our air, and gets rid of everything recycled. And she's such a planet that as we're in there, it just takes the charge off and it goes to neutral. And then that energy free again, it can go back to lungs. Okay. So if it's you'll come back. Yeah, because it all sort of brownish black or went into colors that were first coming out. Yeah, very cool. So that's good. I don't say anything. I only just the beginning. Yeah. What did you do to any fees or just please? Yeah. And were you able to visualize your chakra? Seeing them? Yeah. Did you visualize any of them? Probably the first one. Great. Yeah, it's cool. And what's funny is like Lori's a really example because she's been kind of time. And when she's like, can't see, thing. And even like, okay, so she's like, I still can't see. I don't see them. She's like sitting in front of me. Oh, you orange in your heart chakra. Say it all. I sense is more what it is. It's like an intuition. But seeing, it's not all. It's not like seeing pretzel or seeing a rose. It's just like an intuition kind of thing. Different. Yeah. I say take whatever you intuitively. If it's motion, if it's a vision, if it's a but I think about first starting is just saying, creating think and what is vision and experience. Was that my thought? Got my intuition and now I'm apart. If I'm having a thought, it's a thought. But it's, doing this for 20 years, and it takes a good amount of time. Experience, you get something and you just get it. So, yeah. And for you, it'll know. One other sensation I had, the top of my head really bad. Mine did. I felt like a fall. I was in on days. Yeah. There's a lot of there's a your compass. Yeah, we get a lot of chakras. Just it's highly from others. So there's always people, energies, is working on chakras, whether it be our husbands or whatever. Yeah. So I noticed like at the crown chakra, like they were releasing energy. I'm like, but they're still releasing. That was intense. Good job. I was definitely hard time, but noticed the last couple had a hard time, and it was super hard to get done. And it still is, but every other and it was just, I felt like kind of coming out to. I was trying to back in whiny, but so I didn't know if that I just did for a little while. And my throat had a horn. So communicate. Yeah. Oh. I was just looking at another thing about the crown chakras is you do crown chakra, don't open them. That room to goal. Next time we'll do originally, we don't want, we can bring them to go out, we can spin them necessarily. I think we way too. And we want in our chakra. Because it's a doorway. That's why they have a lot really work. Because it's open and you don't want it. Yeah. I think that's the thing too, yeah. Check the and then Good July. Thank you. And there was skirts and there was ghosts, there was shrines that are a lot. The heart's so sensitive. Ding in my heart. In my heart. Kitty. Puppies. And you end up with a puppy. How did I end up with a puppy? Yeah. Like I want a dog. What did you do? I felt really hard, felt like my cement into the ground, and then everything I could feel coming up. I couldn't colors, I kept trying to. The solar plex, like a big golden, right, and then it was more like, what are those little flowers that azalea gets little, like the little is just bunch of clusters. Yeah. And then started into the, didn't really feel much, but in the center. Maybe I'll read my head through. That's you, and you're becoming aware of what's in there. For you, I think it is seriousness. Looks like it's very articles, energy. Yeah. And so releasing it though, releasing it, kind of going from mind. Yeah. And then the crown chakra was just like, I think we need to be careful when we're working. They're going to make sure that they're close. You can go, okay, like these lower ones you can open, but the crown chakra, it just doesn't feel good, and they get really sensitive how open. I mean, you can open 1 or 2 degrees, will feel a difference. Carla's got the best sleep. Even when I came over, it didn't work. Carlos is in Alice's doorway. I'm going. I can hear everything, so I can hear, but I always feel like I'm here. My shoulder, I don't know, my shoulder, something really got me going, and it's still tight, but when we started closing things, stopped quite so bad, I was just gonna have to get there. It was just, it's still kind of tight in it. Was it when what chakra did you see that? That's the fish. Yeah, the throat. Your fifth chakra flows creative energy down the arms, the hand. That's where creative chakra. And so, like, how do you create things? And so that's down. So whatever you just something that's really at a physical level, it's like almost gotten into the muscles. That's kind of sitting around, and then when you started to move it, tightened out. Yeah, now you're and the whole thing about energy, aware of it. The wrenching energy. It's just, oh my energy in my space, it's all, and I go, you're not there. You noticed it. Once you notice an energy, it's time. Now the clock, whatever that worked out. Yeah, hopefully it's not That's in red. It's like a reddish energy. And I see it's almost something connected into your shoulder. Oh, it's like trying to reason. Yeah, the whole. Oh, go ahead and say the. Stefano. Male control. Whatever. Snake. Like kind of being. Lori. I always make her do all this things. Make sure we get the friend. Yeah. Yeah, there's one coming outside toward the left side though. There you go. And then up the crown. There you go. stuck in there too. Do you grieve at the end? A little bit of sadness. Yeah, sadness coming in at the end. Right, way attachment to it. It's just no, sadness, that's what was holding it in. Sadness, it was like affecting something in sadness you're holding that you're ready to get rid of. The cycle's over, whatever that was. Sadness. Mine away, so you're probably shutting. I thought maybe you wanted me went over here. Oh, so I did. Carlo, I mean, and sleeping with us. A whole bunch of weird stuff. Miracle healing and had to nap. You guys, so questions before we yes, absolutely. Just if you use the ladies, ladies we go, and so you could, if you drop in, it's fine, or if you want to do the whole, like just paying minutes, 50. Each time are we gonna? Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay. Yeah, is each time are we the same exercise over again? No, we're gonna do different. We're gonna go more and more into it. Do different view, cosmic and earth, healing vibration. We're gonna do that next week. And then we're gonna look at good. I have a whole presentation. But I have a whole reason where it's going to be part of it. It has to do parts of the positive quality, negative quality. And then we're going to the immune system, like the pineal gland cleansing. And ability, like cleansing of things like prescription drugs, illness, genetic. It's going to be, we're going to work force energy. Yeah. I've got lots of time. Yeah. Are we doing this week's? 6 weeks every. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. At 7 or 7:15. I'd like to get everybody settled so that when theater people that we're all quiet and so I can say you recording too. And that really has helped. I'm just so freaking